Okay, I have a confession to make. Maybe somebody can help me with this. Um, Roughly around the time I turned, I'm gonna say 48 ish, 49, I've been having this real struggle with restraint and self control. Like in my 20s, I ain't had none. I was just all the wonderful, I'm me, take me or leave me, I'm enough, I'm great, I'm better than you. I was all, you know, not a lot of mouth, but just confidence, okay? So in my 30s, I started to calm down quite a bit because I had two kids by then and a husband and a dog and, all that kind of stuff. So I was just in a good place. I was happy, right? So I was chill. And then in my 40s, I started to have some kind of revolution. Like, I can't explain it, but it was like windows of enlightenment just kept opening all around me. And I was just making all these quick decisions, and I had these epiphanies that said, you ain't gotta live like that, you ain't gotta do that, you ain't gotta listen to that, you ain't got nah, we ain't doing that. Just basically all my 40s was like, nah, we ain't doing that. Then when I hit like 48ish, 49, and I started looking toward 50, after all of that time that I had practiced, putting away that old youthful arrogance and stuff, I started to become more inclined to violence. Like, I have never wanted to hurt people so much as I have in the last 3 years. Like, I don't know what it is. But literally every day of my life. You remember that show, Ally McBeal? Where she was a lawyer, she worked at this law firm, and she used to have these visions of things she wanted to do or whatever. And, it was not real, but it was like how she imagined things going. I have moments where I can see me choking somebody out. It ain't right. I shouldn't do that. I know I shouldn't do that. I could get in trouble for that. But the urges are way stronger at this age than they were when I was foolish. What is that? Like, I've worked up a nice, protective barrier around myself. I protect my space very much. So it's not like everybody can get in. It's not like everybody can, get here. I don't care what you say. You don't matter to me. Like, you say something ignorant to me. I'm trying to teach my kids this, but like, you ain't gonna be like, you disrespecting me if you're not right here in this little circle. Like, if you're not one of my kids, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you just disrespecting me, or I'm way up here. I'm gonna just be like, oh, if you want to be disrespectful, you just can't have access to me, so I'm gonna cut you off. Quietly, I'm gonna just disappear. You might not even notice I was gone. That's how quiet I'm gonna be. But in my daily life, just random things during the day make me just wanna punch, slap, and choke people. What is that? I'm not a violent person per se. No, no. Now, I have seen though. I used to always think, who are my kids acting like? Like, ain't none of them like me. But the truth is, they like, am I living vicariously through them or something? Because, like, my oldest child, my oldest child is kind of a lunatic. She's so tiny. She like 5'2". She might weigh 100 and not a lot. She don't weigh a lot. But her fuse is 5 seconds or one wrong action, you getting punched in the face with her left hand. It's just not a question. You're not going to say a bunch of stuff to her because before you get that close, you got punched in the face with her left hand. Got put out of 2-day case before she was 2 years old for punching people with that left hand repeatedly because she's not for it at all. Even at this age, I keep saying, you're an adult now, you have too much to lose, but she just ain't got no filter. No cut cards, no, nah. She already at, we ain't on that. My older son, 21-year-old, he's a nice medium between her and me. He is so chill, polite. He will, he's kind of humble. Like, you step on his shoe, he not going to immediately jump on you. But if you step on his shoe and he feel like you did it on purpose, his countenance is going to change. And he going to be like, bruh. But he's going to pause before he start jumping on you. See, he going to pause. And he's going to think. But one wrong move after that, and he going to have to punch you. But yeah, he got some, some leeway in there. And he generally would just be like, you know what? I'm going to just walk away. I'm not doing this because I got more to lose than that. He's a thinker, so he's going. However, if you get him on the right day and you do the right thing that annoys him, he's probably going to have to punch you. But it's always been this way. So when he was in the 2nd grade and I got called to the school because he hit the boy in the ear with the rock and made him bleed, I fully understood that he gave that boy a chance or more than one chance before he got hit with the rock in the ear. So whenever you called me from the school, I already knew with each one of them what happened. They don't violate people first. But if they feel violated, you're going to get the repercussions. One of them will take a little longer than the other, but if they together and one of them is having a problem, you got a huge problem. They're going to jump you. And then they're going to call for reinforcements and be like, bruh, pull up. So just leave them alone because they don't bother people first. Okay? But anyway, my youngest is like the least. He's the slowest to anger. And he'll be more of an internalizer. Like he'll take the offense and feel like, oh my God, why don't they like me? I would really like friends because I'm a nice guy. And he'll do the whole, what's wrong with me and why they treat me like this? And oh God, I just wish I wasn't here. I used to do that. Like in middle school, I was that. I hated my life in middle school. I had it was a complicated family situation. And I didn't have no confidence then. I had only, please let me disappear. I just wanted to be gone. I don't like it. I don't like it here. I don't want any parts of it. I hated it here. And I don't mean just at school. I meant in life. I don't want to do this life no more. Middle school was awful for me. And I wasn't really one of the popular kids. I've never been popular. I always just wanted to be in the background doing my thing. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be friends with nobody. I just leave me alone. Act like you don't see me. That's how I like it. But yeah, each one of them represents a phase in my life. So it's kind of hard to watch it all unfold. But at the same time, I know I'm supposed to be learning something from this because I'm learning a lot about myself. And not necessarily all of it is new to me, but I'm being reintroduced to some potential things that I did not know I had. Yeah, so I went from being my youngest kid to full circle. Now I'm my oldest kid. You can't just outwardly offend me without me wanting to choke you. But I do know enough to know that if you don't really matter in the grand scheme of things in my life, like If you do something that don't affect my money or my kids or my grandson, you probably just go ahead on and live your life peacefully from here on out, and I'll never bother you again. But if you cross one of those lines, that's when the vision starts. So why am I this way? I don't understand. Somebody help me.